What if I told you that a potential blockbuster trade could shake up the NFL landscape? Speculation is swirling about a superstar wide receiver whose future is uncertain, and the Miami Dolphins could be in the mix. As teams eye this elite talent, could we see a repeat of last year's jaw-dropping trade that sent shockwaves through the league? Stick around, because you won't want to miss the details on this potential game-changer. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay on top of all the latest Miami Dolphins news. Did you ever think the Miami Dolphins could capitalize on a major player movement in the NFL? Reports are surfacing about a top-tier wide receiver who might be on the trading block, and the buzz is electric. Teams are lining up, eager to land this game-changing talent, reminiscent of last year's stunning trades. What could this mean for the Dolphins? Stay tuned as we dive into the implications and possibilities. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to keep up with all things Dolphins. Imagine the excitement if the Miami Dolphins were to land a superstar wide receiver from a trade that could rival last year's biggest deals. Executives are already salivating over the possibility, and the Dolphins could be right in the thick of it. With the future of this player up in the air, what does it mean for Miami? The buzz around the NFL is heating up, especially with the whispers of Ja'Marr Chase potentially being traded. Can you imagine the impact that would have on our Miami Dolphins? Executives are saying that if the Bengals decided to part ways with Chase, they could expect a return comparable to what the Chiefs got for Tyreek Hill, a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and more. That's a hefty haul, and honestly, it's tempting to think about what that could mean for us. Now, let's break this down. Ja'Marr Chase is a phenomenal talent, arguably better than Hill when you consider his age and potential. Executives are already saying he comes with less baggage, and that's a significant point. But here's where it gets tricky for Dolphins fans. The Bengals have a history of struggling to replace their star players after trading them away. Remember how they fumbled the Jesse Bates situation? It makes you wonder if they would actually use those picks wisely if they were to trade Chase. And that's a concern for us as fans. With Chase and Joe Burrow gearing up to face the Dallas Cowboys soon, we'll have to keep an eye on how they perform. The Bengals are clearly in win-now mode, but if they can't secure Chase long-term, how does that affect their future? And more importantly, could that open the door for the Dolphins to make a move? We could always use another elite receiver to pair with our offensive weapons. So, what do you think? Is trading for Chase the right move if it were to happen? Personally, I'm torn. The idea of adding a player of his caliber is exciting, but the risk of losing out on future draft picks and potential talent is daunting. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you believe this is the best decision for the Bengals, or do you think they should hold on to Chase and build around him? Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. Rumors are swirling about a potential addition to the defensive lineup that could bring a veteran presence and fierce energy to the field. Dolphins fans, you won't want to miss what's brewing. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay on top of all the latest updates regarding your favorite team. What if I told you that the Miami Dolphins might be on the verge of securing a key player that could elevate their game to a whole new level? Speculations are heating up around a strategic signing that could bolster our defense when it matters most. This is the kind of news that gets every Dolphins fan buzzing. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up so you can keep up with every thrilling development surrounding our beloved team. Could a shocking departure from the Miami Dolphins be in the works, shaking things up as we approach the crucial part of the season? The buzz is real, and it could impact our playoff chances. Dolphins Nation, are you ready for the latest scoop? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, so you never miss a beat on what's happening with the Dolphins. Micah Hyde is back in Buffalo, and as a passionate Miami Dolphins fan, I can't help but feel a mix of emotions about this move. The Bills have added the veteran safety to their practice squad, and while Sean McDermott insists it's not a reflection of their current roster, you have to wonder how this impacts the AFC East landscape. Hyde is a talented player, and even if he's not starting, his experience could be valuable down the stretch. Hyde's commitment to the Bills is clear. He's been watching games from San Diego, fully embracing his role as a fan. That passion translates into a desire to win, as he stated his sole objective is to help Buffalo secure that elusive Super Bowl title. But let's be real here, every time a player like Hyde joins a rival team, it raises the stakes for us Dolphins fans. Could this addition bolster the Bills' already competitive squad? You bet it can. This brings us to the Dolphins' strategy. What are we doing to counteract moves like this? The AFC East has become a battleground, and every decision counts. If the Bills are reinforcing their secondary, we need to ensure our offense is equipped to handle that. The Dolphins have made some strategic moves this offseason, but this is the time to evaluate whether we're doing enough to keep pace with Buffalo. Are we ready for another showdown? You believe this was the best decision for the Bills? I, honestly, am torn. On one hand, Hyde brings leadership and depth. On the other, it's a reminder that our division rivals are loading up for the playoffs. With the postseason looming, every little advantage can tip the scales, and it makes me wonder if the Dolphins are doing enough to fortify our defense. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about Hyde returning to the Bills? Are we doing enough to keep our playoff hopes alive? Your opinions matter, so let's get a conversation going down below. Remember, if you want to stay updated on all the latest Dolphins news and analysis, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You definitely don't want to miss any essential updates, so make sure to activate that notification bell to stay in the loop.